Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Harry Wright and welcome to my channel. And today we're talking about procrastination. There's a lot of questions around procrastination and how it affects your life. So today we're gonna try to answer some of those questions like, can you avoid procrastination? Is it a mental health issue? Can it be cured? Plus, I'll give you 3 tips on how to avoid the habits that lead to procrastination. First things first, what is procrastination? The dictionary defines it as procrastinus. That's Latin for belonging to tomorrow, putting things off intentionally or habitually. There are times when you are completely on your game. You're hyper-focused on the task at hand and nothing can distract you from your purpose, whatever purpose that may be at that time. It reminds me of a quote my father told me once. If you want something done, give it to the busiest person around you because they'll find a way to get it done right away. And the person who isn't doing much, if you give them that same task, they'll find a way to procrastinate. Listen. No one wants to procrastinate and no one wants to waste their time. From Netflix to Twitter to Instagram to TikTok, losing track and or focus has become easier as time goes on. As a matter of fact, I'm willing to bet that people overall would be happier and have a greater sense of fulfillment if we weren't bombarded by ads 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If we weren't constantly being bombarded by ads that are meant to distract us from growing as individuals and keep us consuming the latest trends, the latest fashion styles, or enticing us with the need to consume more social media or Netflix, Hulu, Prime, etc. Most people have an obtuse reaction to this information. They say things like, hey, que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. What can I do? It is what it is, right? I realized at some point in my adult life that there's very little I can do to control the outside forces that try to persuade me to be a mindless consumer and live a mediocre life, chasing the almighty dollar, chasing the American dream, because that's what we're here for, right? I also realized that there was a lot I can do to control my world and who and what I let in it. From the substances I take in, to the books I read, even the TV I watch. Those are all within my control. What comes into my sphere of influences is dictated by me. Now I do realize that being the master of your own destiny is not an easy path to take. It takes mental fortitude and a steel resolve. It takes more than just thinking about it. You can't just talk about it, you gotta be about it. But that is much easier said than done. It's so much easier to come home after a long day's work, sit on the couch, turn on Ozarks, and binge watch it for the 10th time. Or go out, have a few drinks, and go on a bender with a few of your closest friends. That sounds like a lot more fun than carving your own path with the uncertainty of succeeding and constant fear that you might fail and humiliate yourself for putting yourself out there in the first place. Nobody wants that. But what's the alternative? The alternative is a lifetime of regret, a lifetime of what ifs. You might fail, but you also might succeed. As I said in a previous video, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're probably right. So what are some things you can do and actions you can take to avoid procrastinating your life away? First things first, you have to minimize distractions. Distractions will keep you stuck in life. They give you an excuse to tell yourself, oh, I'll just take care of it tomorrow. But tomorrow never comes. It's just a new distraction, and then another, and then another. Then you keep going back to the same distraction, giving yourself permission and telling yourself, it makes me happy. But does it? Does it really? Or is it short-term gratification with no long-term benefit? Now, I'm not advising that you get rid of all distractions. How does that saying go? All work and no play makes blah, blah, blah. You know the rest. Just minimize them. And that small action you take will drastically cut down on the excuses you make to procrastinate. Next, write down 3 goals that you're going to accomplish each day. And you're going to start by doing the easiest one first. Things at rest tend to stay at rest. Things in motion tend to stay in motion. So doing the smallest task first will help you build momentum into the second and the third. Now, if you start off with the easiest task first, for example, pick a task that's somewhere in the range of 2 to 5 minutes. My first task is usually something simple, like take out the trash, wash the dishes, make my bed. And if I'm feeling real froggy, I'll do all 3 at the same time. And my second goes along the lines of something menial, like maybe I have to do laundry, or I have to go to the grocery store, or have phone calls to make, or have to answer some emails. Whatever it is, just make sure you organize your tasks from simple to menial to time-consuming and or difficult. And my third goal of the day is always something that is a little more demanding. I'll do something like picture or video editing or content development, something along those lines. As you get better at completing the daily tasks you assign yourself in an efficient and timely manner, feel free to add more tasks over time. This method will minimize, if not avoid, procrastination altogether. Now, this next piece of advice is counterintuitive and goes against everything I just told you in this video, but are you ready for this? Give yourself a pass and set aside some time for yourself to procrastinate. This is the part where you say, "Oh God," and click off, right? But wait, hear me out. What have you done in the past? You set out to watch your favorite show or play one game on your Xbox or PlayStation 5 or what have you. Next thing you know, it's been 12 hours and you've lost the day and the night. So instead of quitting the procrastination drug cold turkey, give yourself permission to indulge, but set an alarm. For instance, you're about to play the new Resident Evil, but you know that if you don't set some parameters, you're gonna play for the next 7 hours. Instead, set an alarm for 1 hour. And when the alarm goes off, turn off the game and finish working on the goals that you set for yourself for that day. You'll not only feel better about yourself, but you'll also feel like you're not really cutting yourself off at the knees. And you're really not. You're just rewarding yourself for being amazing. All right, everyone. Thanks again for stopping by. If you found some value in this video and it helped you improve your lives, even by the littlest bit, consider liking this video and subscribing. And when you subscribe, tap that bell notification so you don't miss any of my videos because I upload a new video every Monday. All right, everyone. Thanks again for showing me your beautiful faces. I'll see you next week. Peace.